10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2, 1.
Hey, everyone.
Hey. Wow, we got some comments already.
Yeah.
Oh my.
First one up, Maria.
Hey, Maria. She hopes everyone's mom had an awesome Mother's Day yesterday. Yay.
I think we've heard from a lot of moms
Yes.
that they did.
Yeah, Mom, we're sorry we couldn't spend it together, but I know you're having fun where you are right now.
Yeah, so this is our post Mother's Day episode. Speaking of moms, hey there, Julie. And Aaron's here.
Oh
boy.
Norma is the best mom ever.
All right, he just
Aw.
redeemed himself.
Yay.
All right, no, Aaron, you can stay.
Yay.
Glenn's coming in with a hey.
Hey, Glenn.
And Norma, your mom, saying thank you,
Hi.
Aaron.
And I'm sure my dad's here too. Hi, Dad.
Hey there.
And Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Nice to see ya.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Or see your name again.
Yes, that's, you know what we mean, right?
Yes. Caitlin's coming in with a happy Monday.
Okay. Awesome.
And
Hi, Caitlin.
James is almost awake.
Oh, and Aaron, we can't share that comment.
Yeah, I'm not going to share this one, Aaron. Okay, we won't share that with anybody. There you go. All right, so let's get right into it because we got lots. And yeah, we're going into the weekend with like, what are we going to share this Monday? We always say that, and we always have like a ton of stuff.
Yeah. All right, so we're ready
for things we want to share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
Is everyone dancing? I hope you guys are.
My head was dancing.
Your shirt was dancing.
Yes, it was. We'll get into that in just a second.
Yes.
But first, let's give our show for this week a plug.
Yes. So episode 516 this week will be the Andor Season 2 summary breakdown
of the last 3 episodes, as well as the whole season. And we got a special guest coming on to help break down this arc. None other than Christopher Sean, a.k.a. Kazuda Ziomo from Star Wars Resistance. We wanted him on the show for the longest time, but you got managers on the way.
Of course. And we've met him at a couple different events
times
now.
Yeah.
And he literally is the nicest, most gracious person you ever would hope to meet.
He's always so happy to meet us when he sees us.
Yeah. But just in general, he's like the most polite person.
Like, he had a good upbringing.
Yes, very well.
Thank you to Spencer Jowitz for connecting us. Now, Spencer, he is on the social media, I would say, group for the upcoming Rebel Scum convention in August. So Spencer's got the connections to all these guests. So he's been connecting us with these guests. He's like the social media committee.
Exactly. And we're in turn helping to promote Rebel Scum Con, which is in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first weekend of August in Dallas, Texas.
Technically Frisco, but it's right there by Dallas.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Long Beach is close to Los Angeles.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of other guests that Spencer is going to slide our way with. Another Clone Wars voice actor we've never had on the show. So that'll be really, really fun. But I'm looking forward to this because it's a Star Wars actor breaking down another Star Wars show. Oh, Teresa says Frisco.
Yes.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Thanks to Teresa. I know that it's in Frisco.
Frisco.
Thank you, Teresa.
Teresa, are you going?
Oh, I think she wants to go and be our groupie. We will accept groupies.
Oh, wow.
We love it, Teresa. Thank you. Yeah, I talked to her about it.
Oh,
yeah, it's only,
cool.
3 hours north of you, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go to the other Rebel Scum convention last year, Teresa?
Oh, I don't know, but I think Vanessa Marshall's going to be there too. No, actually, we don't know that yet. If that's happening. But yeah.
If you go to the virtual cantina, this Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025 group, they've already got a list of most of the people who have been announced so far.
We'll be talking about that more as it gets closer. But awesome.
Yeah, it's been a while,
Yay.
Teresa. Since we all hung out.
Yeah, we're coming to you.
Yes, yes. And you know what? We're coming on this Sunday, May 18th. We are going to Comic-Con Revolution right here in Ontario, California. This is a convention we've been looking forward to for a long time. In episode 516 last week, we talked to David
514.
Nieves from Comic-Con Revolution. He is the programming director over there, and he's the one that always gets us in. And when we say we have another panel, he says, "Yeah, come on in, come on in." What'd you say it was 514?
514.
514.
Yeah.
514 with David Nieves from Comic-Con Revolution. And not only was that a conversation talking about Comic-Con Revolution, but it was fun going over the conventions we've all been to. The first conventions. You and he went to
Scholastic Book Fairs?
the San Diego Comic-Con. That was your first convention.
Yeah, big actual. Yeah. Both of us did like the biggest convention of all as our first.
Yeah. And then you went to the Scholastic. That was those book fairs.
Those book fairs as an elementary school kid? That's my first convention, baby, as a book lover.
Yeah.
Come on.
Did we agree that we're going to allow that one in?
Well, let's ask the Skywalkers. Do you consider a Scholastic Book Fair a convention?
We had those in our school library.
Yeah, see, Teresa knows.
Okay, I never. Okay,
I remember
there you go.
I remember getting all the Bunnicula books at a Scholastic.
The bunny,
book fair.
the bunny vampire books.
Yes. Oh, they suck all the juice out of vegetables.
Oh. Now hearing about that makes me really frustrated because we didn't think of it first.
What, book it? Wait, what?
What? We didn't think about the vampire
Bunnicula
bunny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that was thought of in the 80s, sweetie.
And I have no excuse.
See? Bunnicula. I loved it too.
And Aaron saying, "I like the Pizza Hut book program." That was a good one too.
Okay.
Julie seconds that with Bunnicula.
Wait, book it. Is that a thing? I guess I didn't do it. Teresa's asking, did I do book it? I don't know what that is, but
another one of those little.
I would get like 5 books. I would like pre-order books, and it was so exciting to like get your books. Oh, they're fresh.
It was the Amazon before Amazon.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now at Comic-Con Revolution on Sunday, the 18th of May, our very first panel will be at noon, and that will be the Pop Culture Trivia Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to do our trivia show all about pop culture. And to tie in with that, at the end of this episode of Things We Want to Share, we're going to do a pop culture trivia category all about Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a big Superman conglomerate at this convention. Smallville, Superman Returns.
Yep.
And Lois and Lane.
Oh yeah, Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of actors there from those. Tom Welling.
Tom Welling, yeah. I think it was like 6 years before I stopped calling him Tom Wellington.
And Brandon Routh.
Routh, yeah.
And a lot of the other actors associated. Yeah, very exciting. Superman.
Let's do a Superman category.
Yeah.
And then at 2:45, we're gonna do our classic Star Wars trivia Strikes Back Challenge of Chaos.
It'll be fun.
This will be a lot of fun. And big thanks to the Skywalking team of Julie and James Gildersleeve, who will be there to help out run this big giant circus of a trivia panel.
Yes.
Cannot do it alone.
No. Mom better start studying. Yes, absolutely. And Teresa, yes, this is a Gryffindor hairband. Given to me by one of my friends like 15 years ago when I thought I was a Gryffindor.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm like both.
Yeah. And then Julie and James were organizing all the prizes for this weekend. And they put out some good stuff, some really, really good stuff for those of you who are going to attend this Sunday, May 18th at Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario, California.
Yes. Okay. So now
should we get into Star Wars Celebration Japan?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. So
absolutely.
Speaking of Julie and James,
yes.
They came over today and they were dropping off some gifts because they went to Star Wars Celebration Japan. And look what they brought me. They brought me a Max Rebo band shirt in Japanese.
Yeah.
I can't read that, but I'm guessing it says
I'm
Max
sure
Rebo.
This says Max Rebo band. Yeah.
It's so comfortable and just
It is.
It's all vintage too.
Yeah, that's it. Looks like great colors
That's
too.
that I believe that is Ralph McQuarrie art.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's been a little stylized.
Hmm.
Sure, because they didn't want to give the Ralph McQuarrie estate anything, so they stylized it a little bit more. I'm sure that's not the
Cool.
deal.
Awesome.
So yeah, this is one of the things. All right, Sarah, now you show and tell.
Okay. Okay. Look. No, come out. You can come out. Come on. No, come on, come on. She's scared, you guys. So you know what? Say, Nisa, Nisa. Everyone say, Nisa.
Nisa,
She's no
come out and
scared.
play.
Will she come?
Ah!
Look at this. Oh, so soft. It's a little plush Nisa from Hot Toys. I guess it's a keychain, but who would use this as a keychain? You don't use this as a keychain. It would get all gross, and it's gigantic for a keychain anyway. So it's gonna go in our little Ewok collection, which sits on our mantle. But look at all the detail. I love how detailed she is.
You know what? I'm guessing they made this into a keychain
Mhm.
because they didn't have the exclusive rights to
You're right.
do a little
A
plush.
I
So
absolutely.
they said,
Yep.
okay, we'll put a keychain on it
Yep, that is absolutely it. Yeah, we learned that
from Hallmark.
Hallmark, yeah.
Yep. And all you gotta do is cut off that tag. We
Mhm.
won't.
No,
They keep it intact.
but it names her too. That's cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. Yes, we're trying to summon your cat.
Well, thank you, Aaron, for logging on. Thank you for loving
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and like we were saying earlier, I'm still so surprised and shocked that they are making merchandise from the Ewoks animated series of 1985-86.
They're
I'm-
Ewoks.
I know that, but the fact that they're doing it, I'm very, very proud of them.
You know what this says? That if they're making Ewoks merchandise 40 years on, they are going to be making Grogu merch
40 years
for
on.
100 years
Yes,
on.
but this was like a 1-2 punch in 85 and it disappeared.
I guess so, yeah. Okay. Japanese have giant keychains. Yeah, Trisha was telling me that like they had these charms they hang on their straps on their yeah, it's crazy. So cute. And then anybody need some chopsticks? These are Star Wars Celebration chopsticks. How cool are these? Okay, so I'll open up the box and we'll show you guys. Actually, it might be easier to just show you. So it's got Celebration artwork on there. It's the Darth Vader art. And let's see. So it's very cool.
I'll get that little white thing.
I will. Oh, here. There you go.
This is like the chopstick holder.
Rest. A chopstick rest.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
concave, so you can rest them right inside there.
And then you've got the artwork, which is the Darth Vader. It says Star Wars Celebration Japan. It is very pretty. We love them.
Yeah, you can't sell merchandise without selling Japanese
No, it's so
inspired
cool.
merchandise.
Yeah, they had the chopsticks, rest, the fan.
The fan.
So neat. Beautiful
Just
merchandise.
next.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Oh yeah, that way. Oh, it all fits. Yay.
And the packaging. Gotta love the packaging.
Yeah. So cool.
All right, now, yeah. There we
Oh,
go. All right. Now, one thing
Oh,
I really wanted from Star Wars Celebration Japan, and these were freebies. They were freebies at the collector's track. I guess Gus Lopez and Duncan Jenkins was running these collector panels. At the end of each panel, they would give away these acrylic recreations of Kenner Star Wars action figures.
All right, which one do you want to show first?
Let's.
And so they actually ended up getting duplicates
Yeah.
and gave us
And
their duplicates.
look at this. So when the Star Wars figures came out in Japan, they came out in these cardboard boxes like this, and the figure would go inside the box.
Like so.
So that way you could see what figure you're getting. And
Was this a replica of the box?
This is a replica of the box.
Oh,
It's a
cool.
great box, but I like the card backs better because you get a big photo of the character.
Oh, I
And
see.
this every box is the same except for the side where they show the
Yeah, so the
little
side.
picture.
Yeah, look at this. So they recreated the box in this acrylic that you have to build. So and it comes on this base, and you just stick the little things in the base.
Yeah, it's kind
And
of like those big
even has a top.
photo op displays you see at conventions where you can walk in there yourself. And James took a picture of himself in one of these big photo displays.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're acrylic, so they're plastic.
Oops.
They're plastic, and they
They're really
had
cute.
14 of these.
Yes.
Oh, where's the package?
Does it?
Oh,
I
well,
don't
they had 14 from Star Wars to The Empire Strikes Back figures. Surprisingly, no Return of the Jedi figures, but I guess next year. But these could have sold for probably $15-20.
Oh yeah, easy.
Even at $10, they would have flown off the shelves. But they were just giving these away at the end of every single one of their collectors
track.
panel, the collecting track panel. They would give one of these away.
Here, show the other ones.
Now that
So
was
cute.
the Han Solo one.
Mhm.
Then we got a C-3PO recreation, acrylic recreation. Once again, there's the box right there. So there's 3PO. Then
Oh, we got a Princess Leia Bespin outfit. So cute.
I think they've had a lot of great giveaways at these collector track
Yeah.
panels. So many great, very, very creative stuff
Mhm.
that the vintage fans will just go crazy over. And they've hit a home run every single time. But this by far is the best.
Mhm.
And then last but not least, we have Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's so great.
Smile on my face. Now the biggest problem with these is I'm gonna showcase them somewhere.
Oh
but
yeah.
where?
We'll find a way.
We'll find a
We'll
we
find a
definitely find a
way.
place.
Oh yeah. Maybe actually, well, there's some really cool stuff in this case over here. But yeah.
Yeah,
Might-
we'll find a
might go
place.
down.
'Cause
Yeah.
These need to be showcased. Look, so once
Cool.
again, thank you to James
Julie and
and Julie for these action figure recreation Japanese boxes. Oh, I love these so much.
Yes. Oh, and then there's a very well sought after pin, a Princess Leia pin at the Topps booth. So you had to do all the things at the Topps booth, including downloading the app to get this pin and do all the activities. And I was very sought after. So thank you so much, you guys, for gifting us with that. That's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And also, we got this amazing Hera by Moonlight. Woo, beautiful.
Jody
card.
Ray Charity.
Yes, illustration and animation. A gift for you. Aw, it's so cool. I love how they've made these Star Wars characters into like Japanese.
The Japanese and
Yeah.
inspired artwork.
Yeah. So look at it's so cute.
Oh, the little
Firebird.
Firebird
Yeah, the
symbols.
Rebel Firebird on her
And
kimono.
even a little chopper down there.
Yeah. So cool.
Very nice. and then as we all know, Sarah loves foxes.
Yes. So we have to show. I guess they were shopping around at Disney store and found stickers that are all freaking fox stickers. Look at them. They're all the Disney foxes, and I love all of them, and they're mine. Yay.
Can I have them?
No.
I just want one.
Mine.
That's what the
My
one.
foxes.
I guess I deserve that. Every time I had to slap away your hand with touching my comics.
Indeed.
Are those stickers?
They're stickers. Yeah. But I'm like, yeah, I might display them like that. I like how they're actually in these little fun bags.
Put them on
Good for
your.
display.
Good for your computer.
Yeah, but then they are good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? They're yours. You do with them what you will.
Yes.
All right. So once again, thank you for all these fun goodies.
Yeah. Aw, cool boxes. Says Mom. Kenny thinks they look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny also says engage. That's right.
And Aaron says, I want to see Spock as manga.
Oh, okay.
Sarah, What does the
Yes.
fox say?
That's what the fox says.
And Teresa's schooling me. You guys collect stickers. You don't use.
Well,
Wow, how the tables have turned. And Kenny is asking if Supergirl is a Disney princess.
what do you guys think?
No, I would say no. Just we don't need to categorize all the females into princesses. She's her own superhero.
That's right.
So she can be a princess. It's up to you. But if you're asking us, or if you're asking,
wow,
oh, boy.
asking 3 people.
Okay.
We got 3
Teresa's
no's.
like no. Caitlin's like
Yeah.
Glenn's like no. And Don says, hey there. Hey ho, hi ho there.
Hi, Don.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right.
Yeah.
Disney
that
doesn't own DC.
Not yet.
Nah, give it a moment.
Not yet.
She'd be a hero, not a princess. All right.
Okay.
So let's move on to things we want to share with FanFest Nights 2. Now, was it last week before that? We went to FanFest over at Universal Studios in Hollywood for their big FanFest ticketed event and had a blast.
Yeah, we talked about Back to the Future, how immersive it was. I did a whole Star Trek experience and met Star Trek fans, but we just went by ourselves, which is often not as fun as with a big group. So we took our coven plus their plus ones.
We went with a group of 8.
Yeah.
8 Skywalkers.
Yep.
Running the park. So there were Julie and James.
Yeah, here. Well, want to show? Wait, here.
There we go.
I got our pictures here.
Of course.
So here's our coven crew. And what was it? The Great 8? What do we call it?
The Crazy 8.
The Crazy 8s.
Is
yes.
Kelly and Courtney Turkel
Mhm.
and Joey Pittman from the Disney universe.
Yep.
There is right over here. This is Jen Diz.
From the Disney Holics.
You see the pointer?
I don't think you can see the pointer. Sorry.
No. All right. Jen Diz and the glasses all the way to the left from Disney Holics podcast. And there's Julie and James right there in the back.
Yeah.
From the Skywalking to Neverland podcast.
Yes, we are
the
showing.
Crazy 8s.
Yay. Okay, so for this is a little bit of a different thing. So we are going to go to, we did. Okay, so last FanFest nights, we never got to Super Mario Land because they closed it at midnight and we didn't get over there until after midnight.
12:15.
Yeah. So what they do here, first of all, is for FanFest nights specifically, what you do is they have this scavenger hunt in the land. And so you get this headband, should probably wear it, and you can choose either the blue Yoshi, the pink Yoshi, or Yoshi himself in green. And you go around the land and you look for these little Easter eggs / Yoshi eggs. And once you find them, you get a sticker from a cast member.
Now, do Yoshis lay eggs?
Yeah, they come out of eggs. They hatch from eggs.
Okay.
Yes, they hatch from eggs, and then whatever the color of the egg is, that's like the color of the Yoshi that you get. And then once you hatch a Yoshi egg, you can ride on his back, and then he eats the bad characters, and he jumps over things, and he stomps on the bad characters. It's really fun.
Also, it's like in the game, they have different color Yoshi.
Yeah.
And now this is like brand new. They've just introduced for FanFest nights the different colored Yoshis.
Mhm.
I didn't know that they had different colors in the games.
Yeah.
That is really, really creative.
It's very, very fun. Yeah. Yeah. They spit. Oh, that's right. Teresa, they spit eggs out too. They spit eggs and can hit things and hit blocks and hit bad guys and all kinds of stuff. It's really fun to play with Yoshi.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Caitlin says that they're dinosaurs. You know what? I didn't get that it was a dinosaur.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. But
Yeah,
yes,
this looks like
yes,
a very fun character, but now I guess it could be a T-Rex.
Yeah, they're little
So
dinosaurs.
it makes sense that they come from eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then once you collect all of your eggs in the land, then you get a gold sticker and a chance to meet either pink or blue Yoshi. Now, normally when you go to Super Nintendo World, you can't meet Yoshi at all. He's not a meetable character. So the fact that they had green Yoshi, which we got in line for him at the right time because you kind of have to be like right there when they open up the line, and then in like 2 seconds it's done. Then we also get to meet blue Yoshi. So let me show this picture here. And they had a meet and greet for blue Yoshi that wasn't very conducive to a line.
No, it's a
or
very,
anything.
very narrow hallway. Like, okay, all you 8 squeezing down there, and
Yeah.
for some reason you couldn't be on. I guess you couldn't be on Yoshi's right because he had to wave his hand.
He had to wave his hand. I think it was just a safety thing. I'm not sure, and it wasn't a hallway that was
Yeah,
really.
but
meant
we could have
for-
gotten Julie to sign off on that safety issue.
Yeah, exactly. So that's blue Yoshi there. And Richard, you and I, we also met green Yoshi. So let me.
there we go.
There
There we
it
go.
is. Yes, you and I and Courtney and Joey met green Yoshi.
Look how cute
Look
that
at how
is!
cute he did a little
Oh.
dance.
Oh, I just want to squeeze his nose.
Yeah, I think Joey will have that dance probably
Oh.
on video. So we don't have the access to that yet. But look how cute he is. And he was pretty mobile.
Yeah.
You know, like, and when the music in the land hit that point in the Super Nintendo music that goes do 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 do,
Oh.
he did his little steps. He went and then he like did his little dance, and I was like, oh Yoshi.
Does he do that in the game?
dance." No, not at all. He was just dancing to the
okay.
music, like the character
Yeah.
performer
Oh yeah.
was dancing to the music. Oh yeah, see Teresa can literally hear the Yoshi music in my head. Yes. And Caitlin is correcting me or reminding me they can also swallow enemies. Yeah,
Wow,
his big
these
tongue comes
things
out. Yeah, so you really
are
want to hatch.
deadly.
You really want to hatch your Yoshi and go and ride him. He's so cute.
Wow,
Yeah.
these are the characters that you want on your side.
Yeah, they're good stuff. So we finally got to do that. This is what we didn't get to do by going just once,
Right.
and really
Yeah.
focusing on Back to the Future. Yeah. So there you have that. Let's see what else.
Why don't you go from this top and just
Well,
start?
it's different. It's
Oh, okay.
different because So
So here,
Richard, you tell
so
about this.
Sarah was on her way over,
Mhm.
and we had early access to the park, which means 5:30
Yeah.
as opposed to 7. Okay, great. We have early access to all of these mazes and photo ops and stuff, but no, that wasn't the case. 'Cause
Oh.
when we went to Super Nintendo Land, they said we open at 7. It's like, but we have early access. We wanted to take pictures and different photo ops. Nope,
Mhm.
sorry, not until 7. Like, well, then why do we spend $20 extra? But then we thought, okay, we're downstairs in the downstairs land at Universal Studios. So Dungeons and Dragons, yeah, let's get people over there.
Mm.
So Sarah, you were still on your way when we went to go.
Yeah.
Uh,
To this maze, or
yeah,
not maze.
I don't want to say kill time, but we went through this maze here because everyone else there hadn't done it yet.
Well, yeah, everyone hasn't done it. I had already done it at our previous nights.
Yeah.
And Dungeons and Dragons isn't our favorite
Yeah, it's
fandom.
like we-
now
if we
there's
miss it,
people
we
who
miss it.
did it who were very excited about it. So
Yeah.
not to take anything away from
Oh,
Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
fans.
not at all. But at the end, we have this big giant puppet,
Mhm.
this big giant Rathtar puppet,
It is like.
and
a
I made
raptor.
sure to get everyone
Selfie.
gathered as much as we could to get this big picture.
Now, did it do the same thing? Did it follow you guys?
Yeah.
The eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
But at this point, it was so dark in there I couldn't really see what I was taking a picture of.
Okay, Caitlin knows. What is this creature called, Caitlin? It's not the beholder. I mean, it might be the beholder, but like it's like a certain name of this creature. Oh, it is. It is called okay, stop yelling
She's
at
screaming
me.
at you in all caps. You know she means business.
Yeah. Now, Julie and James, who are in the chat, please add any comments about the night, of course, or what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We'll go through the night, hopefully in order.
So that was the biggest thrill right there because I wanted to see everyone's face when they saw this thing.
And what did everyone do?
What it come out? They're like, "Whoa, what is this?"
Yeah, because it's probably the size of like a quarter of this room, I
Yeah,
would say.
It's a
big.
very big giant puppet.
Yeah, it's big. It's cool.
And it's hidden behind the screen until moment's notice when the screen goes up and this thing comes out.
Yeah. All right, so let me go back here because
Oh.
so then you guys met up with me. You went back up because you couldn't get into Super Nintendo World to the Star Trek experience. And Richard, you and I had already kind of done the experience, so we kind of hung around the sides and took pictures.
Yeah.
So there's a few pictures that we took here. Just a little slide. This is on the bridge of the recreated Enterprise D that they did for the Picard, Star Trek Picard show.
Well, everyone's on the other side of the room. Like, Sarah, run over here. Let's get some pictures before everyone else does.
Oh.
Because when they're done with their little show, at the other side of this room, there's like 3 or 4 characters doing some kind of a show. The finale of the show. So we knew that when the show was going to end, everyone would run to this control panel to take pictures. That's exactly what happened. So since we already seen the show, like, okay, let's come over here and take our pictures now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we have some comments here. Perfect. So, Jeff, you did the Enterprise twice. What did you think of it, Jeff? Please share your comments. And Julie said it was really good. The set, yes, the set was really good. We got to go into a transporter. We got to go in a shuttle. We got to go into the medical lab.
Little med bay.
Yeah. And then of course
Some
the
hallways.
bridge. The bridge. Yes. It was really neat. Animatronic of the beholder was huge and awesome.
Now, like when Julie and James were over today, we were talking about the cast of FanFest nights, and they spared no expense in hiring great actors.
Mhm.
These weren't just people who are, hey, tonight, guess where you're going to be? You're going to be Doc Brown. Tomorrow night, you're going to be a Klingon. No, these were union actors, and you could tell because they were really, really, really good.
Mhm.
Now, let's come up here
Oh,
too.
please. Okay.
We have Al Patrickson, who's
Oh, hey,
new to
Al.
the chat, who
Excellent.
said at Celebration Japan, Jon Favreau said at the panel for The Mandalorian and Grogu that it was too early for a proper trailer. When might we see it publicly released? October. I bet with Tron Ares on October 10th, but
Okay.
no, that'll still be too early. I'm gonna guess in February for the Super Bowl.
I would say Thanksgiving. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's when the Force Awakens trailer was released.
Right. But every other
Hmm.
trailer has been released around the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess.
I would say they do one in the end of the year before.
Is there a big Disney movie coming out in December?
Yes, there's Zootopia 2 is
Avatar.
coming. Avatar's
So
coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe with Avatar on like Christmas Day.
I'm gonna say Zootopia 2 Thanksgiving.
Okay, we might get you know what? I'll say a teaser trailer for Zootopia, and the first story
Yes.
trailer in December with Avatar,
Okay.
and then a more well-rounded trailer in a Super Bowl. That's what they did for Solo.
Teresa is weighing in. I'm gonna just say March for giggles.
Julie says
Wednesday.
Wednesday. You know what? All in all, I hope Julie's right.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's get this going.
All right, now hold on.
Oh yeah.
Jeff
Mhm.
Caffrey is here and says, I thought it was fun, but a little rushed when it was busy.
Back to the Star Trek experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interestingly, yeah, we noticed something when we were going through it, in that the transporter room especially seemed a little like they were killing time.
Yeah.
And that's right before the bridge set. So I think they have that transporter room specifically to kill time, because some people are like us
Taking pictures.
who are taking pictures in the bridge set and linger a little too long.
I think it's like Galaxy's Edge when Hondo says, hey, I'm going to take the Millennium Falcon and Smuggler's Run around a couple more
Yes.
rotations.
Yeah.
That's their way of saying, okay, something's up. We got
Yeah.
to kill some time.
So I feel, yeah, Julie says, I feel like we got stuck in the turbo lift.
Now, truth be
Yes.
told, I got no idea what that story was, so I don't really know what was happening, because the first time we were there, we were taking reels and taking pictures. This time we're taking pictures again. So to me, that's more important than following the story.
Yeah, it was about making first contact.
Yes, it was.
Yes, but that was basically the story.
I would have expected better from you, like maybe make more of a Star Trek reference in your comments. I'm just saying.
First contact.
Yeah, you know what? If you're gonna make comments, just make them more themed, okay?
They talk about first contact in the very first episode of Star Trek TNG.
You know what? Never mind.
Actually, the second one, technically. All right, mission at Farpoint.
Okay, then we went to Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Okay.
And one of the things that we missed last time were these creatures.
Yes.
These fantastic beasts that were out and about. And last time they all went in for the night.
Mhm.
Now this time you can see right in the middle, there's Julie holding one fantastic beast. That's Chewbacca. Below Chewbacca is the Niffler.
Yes.
I got a picture of a Niffler. Do we have that somewhere?
Actually, well, oh yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
this
this woman here who did this little show, she was really good.
Oh yeah, she was totally. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, that's
she was totally into it. So here we go. We got a little better picture, and we're all wearing our fun capes, Harry Potter capes. I'm wearing my Harry Potter cape over my Star Trek dress.
You're double dipping there.
I was half Ravenclaw, half science officer. All right.
All right. Then this is the Niffler.
Yeah, there you go. And it moved around as little animatronic
yeah.
Niffler.
It was puppeteered.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like with Galaxy's Edge, I always look around to see who's controlling R2D2 or the droids, and you can always tell, but I
Yes.
couldn't tell who this little animatronic controller was.
They were also getting really good at Galaxy's Edge at not
Well,
saying
now
who the controller.
now
it's, like,
it's
in
all
your
like on,
pocket.
on their phone.
Yeah.
I've seen people on their phones going.
Wow, well,
I
that
know.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because an iPad you really stands out, but if you're
Yes.
on your phone,
Yeah, exactly.
you could be standing in a very nondescript outfit, like
Yeah. Just,
looking like you're scrolling, you're doom scrolling.
mm-hmm.
Oh, so that was a fun little interactive show in Harry Potter Land. Yeah. Yeah, we had to, at one point, we had to put the Niffler to sleep. So she had someone come up and sing a lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman she picked out in the crowd had all Niffler stuff on.
Yeah.
Had like a Niffler hat and a Niffler sweater and like a Niffler bag. It was so cute. And then, so she sang him to sleep, and then we all had to wake up the Niffler. And Richard, you really woke up the Niffler.
Yes, she said I was very loud.
You used your outdoor voice.
My outdoor voice out projection.
Yeah.
That's just me.
And Julie brought a baby Niffler home.
Yes.
How are your cats liking the baby Niffler?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know. Oh, and yeah, Jeff, the BD Droid cast members, yes, they are easy to spot.
And the cast members, well, they have specific controllers at Galaxy's Edge for the droid, so not necessarily the cast members, but these are specific droid controllers, because these all come from the Droid Builders Club, and they're not going to hand over their controller.
Yeah.
And then
you keep talking. I'm trying to do something.
Then we hold on here. Oh, here's Big Ben.
Hit accept. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, no, downloads. Okay.
Then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are. Big sign there.
FanFest nights. Yeah, sorry. You might want to look through the whole.
Okay.
Whole
This okay. Here we are, Hill Valley, and we did a big thing down. We saved this till the end of the night.
Yes.
But then at the end, you come up and you can take a little photo op.
Back to the Future. You're talking
Back
about.
to the Future.
Yes.
Hill Valley photo op. You got off the tram, and this photo op is waiting for you. This time they had this dark brown.
Mm-hmm.
Now this picture is not really the best picture of him, but he was really good.
He was really.
He had
good.
all the mannerisms and the facial tics.
And he would keep the line moving too, which we appreciated.
Yeah.
As a wannabe line monitor, I thought this was great.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's looking at their watch. Look at Joey's goofy face over here. Oh, now you can see my controller. Interesting. Yeah, that was cute. Yeah, and he really liked the Niffler. That was fun. Okay. What else we got here? Hold on. We are going to do trivia a little later, guys, but we wanted to showcase. Okay.
No, we should have more from Hill Valley.
Yeah, there's more. It's coming. So, all right. So down here, oh, this is our crew here. We'll just give a little taste of, we met with a conductor. It's always fun to talk with the performers and entertainers. There's our whole group again. This is like one of the last things we did. We wandered in to...
Yeah. This was this morning.
Yeah.
This was not yesterday. This was this morning at about 1:30 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see here. Photo op. We have a few.
Okay, let's just
Okay.
Okay, right.
Yeah, we didn't take a lot of photos actually down there. We were just interacting.
Yes, here's us in front of the actual courthouse, which is the best thing about this whole thing, that you get to play around in the actual filming location for the movies. And this one here, of course, is Back to the Future. So that is the Clock Tower building. And that to me is just like so spiritual.
It's so amazing.
Some people like to walk into a church and take it all in. I like to walk onto a movie set or a location.
It is so awesome.
And let's see can you go to the next one?
Yes, I can. Let me go. I'm trying to upload the video that I took of Doc Brown and them on the steps.
Okay. Oh, and here we are, the Einstein.
Yeah. I'll get a better video or a picture. This is very kind of small.
Einstein is sitting in the DeLorean.
Yeah.
And here's us with the first Marty McFly.
Yes.
Right in the middle, you'll see Marty. Here's the first one. And there's the Wrath Tower again.
Yeah, the rest are not it. Yeah, Einstein and the DeLorean. Yes, they did have two dogs that switched out, which makes sense.
Yeah, the first one was very skinny.
Yes.
This one here was it was like
very
Shaggy
large,
DA.
Large, fluffy dog. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so the whole story of of this experience, Back to the Future, happens in this courtyard square. They turn it into Hill Valley, and it's like a 45-minute loop, and there's little vignettes that happen. But
So they reenact the movie,
They
high points of the movie.
exactly. Oh, Jeff says Lorraine was the best. Cool.
Wow.
So we came into the experience at the exact right time when it was all starting, which is with that barbershop
Yeah.
quartet by the car.
Beginning of the rotation of the scenes.
Yeah. And which was great because we were so excited to bring our friends who hadn't been to this experience
Yeah,
yet.
because if we had gotten
to
there, it's
see
like,
it.
oh, the first thing they're gonna see is the end.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No.
It's like, no. So it built up. And so you walk around, and if the characters are not in a scene, they're just wandering around, and you can talk with them,
Interact with them.
But my goal this time was to see the scene on the courthouse steps where Marty and
Doc Brown.
to figure out what to do, how to get back to the future. And so we saw them start to go over there, and we ran.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. You just gotta run, because if you're not kind of in those front two rows,
You gotta
it's
be.
hard to hear.
I would say even in the front, you gotta be
Yeah.
in the front because they're not mic'd.
No, they're not mic'd.
So if you're in the second row, unless you've seen the movie, you got no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's because they don't really project.
So I would like to, if I can, play this video for you guys. It's
Okay.
a 6-minute little thing.
Play a little taste.
Gotta believe me. There's some
Hold on. Let me remove this. All right.
Add that to these.
no, wait.
Oh,
That's just a piece of paper. He's not gonna
So
believe
you're
it.
from the future,
Right, Doc.
and you say you're here from a time machine that I invented.
Oh, wait a minute. I know how you got the idea, Doc. The bruise on your head. I know how that happened.
That happened this morning,
Right, you were hanging a clock.
and I fell.
You hit your head on the edge of a sink.
That's when I came up with the idea for the flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible. Okay, let's just say I do believe you, future boy. You're back here. All we do is refuel your time machine and send you on your way.
Doc, it doesn't run on gasoline or anything. It's
I know I'm going to be afraid to ask this, but what does it run on?
Just the head here.
the first time.
yeah.
Speaking about the rhythmic ceremonial ritual coming up.
English, Doc. The dance, the
They go
dance.
to the dance. They meet each other.
They kiss and then I'm fine.
Sorry about the volume here. The band started
Started
playing at the other side of this little
Yeah.
courtyard.
And they really should have waited for their cue.
With that experiment.
Okay, yeah, we can help.
And
We want to help the other
help me
thing.
find George so that we can do the dance. I can't guess.
That's the clock tower.
All right, Doc, quick. I'll see you in a few hours, but something happens to you in the future, Doc. And I'll tell you in a few hours. Doc.
Aww.
I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Happy trails, future boy. All right. In just a few hours' time, lightning will strike this clock tower according to that flyer you got from a strange lady in the future. However, if you ask me, this clock tower was built in September 5th, 1885.
Oh.
It's gone off every hour on the hour, every day, week, month, and year for 70 years. So what makes us think because this flyer from the future says that lightning's gonna strike it tonight?
Well, because it's from the future. That's pretty factual, isn't it?
How do we know?
Because it's from the future. Have a little faith, Doc.
How do we know it's from the future?
I mean, it doesn't say future.
It doesn't say, that's right.
Oh, it doesn't.
All right, but we'll meet somewhere in the middle and we'll put this together. Now, I could use your help, so we'll meet here in a little while. In case any security guard, Flatfoot, or policeman ask, what is Doc Brown up to?
Nothing. No, nothing.
No, that's not gonna work. Say a weather experiment.
Oh, well, okay, got
And slide him a $50 bill.
Oh.
Which is kind of a lot of money in 1955.
Yeah.
In the future, maybe the equivalent of $578. But I believe in you and I have trust. So let's meet back here in a little while and see you in the future.
We are Team Doc. Team Doc.
Team Doc. That was so cute. Wow.
Yeah.
It was really cool. That was the best Doc, says
Yeah.
Jeff. Yes. And I
Yeah.
think he knew us.
He recognized. We made
Yeah.
a video which exploded on our Instagram.
Yeah.
So he kind of made a couple of nods to the video.
Plus, we had met that same actor even before FanFest nights
Oh yes.
as Doc
Yes,
Brown.
Yes.
Like for what? We were waiting for the tram. It was for something. I forget what, but it was like a couple months back. It was
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, they were great.
so
Yeah,
there's
he was awesome.
there's two squads of casts.
Mhm.
And I think they're all really good,
Oh yeah,
but some just look the part better than others.
right. And you can't help that.
No.
But they definitely all have the mannerisms down.
Really, there's Doc is switched out, and Marty is switched out, and Biff is switched out as well.
So is Biff's lackey.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
T-Bone.
Lorraine, I thought was
Lorraine.
the same.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because they both had that same look.
Okay.
But I think the Strickland character, the principal, is the same.
Okay. Yeah, it was fun. Yay.
But either way, this is a really, really fun time. But
George's were switched out too.
yes,
George McFly.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just needed to start the music only when something else was ending because, like you just heard,
Yeah.
now we really can't hear anything.
It was very odd that they started the music because I remember the first night they started the music immediately after they finished that, and everyone like ran over.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Before we even knew what was going on, before we knew they were switching different locations for different highlights of the movie, we saw everyone just running. It's like, okay, maybe they know something that we don't. And being Disney veterans, when you see a line forming, you get that line.
You figure out what it is later. Yeah.
Maybe to your detriment.
Or you just ask people, but it's like, what are we in line for? I don't know. Let's do this.
This wraps up next weekend, May 17th and 18th. So if you haven't gone, you're really got to go to
And they still have tickets available. We went, it was Mother's Day. It was very light. Like you don't really need the express pass at all. A lot of the things were walk-ons. Rides were walk-ons.
Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah. And they keep a lot of the rides open during the event as well. So if you haven't gone to Universal in a while, you have a lot of time to do it. It starts 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah. So hopefully next year they'll put, if they have it next year, which I'm sure they will, they'll position them more where one is more like in January and one is more like in summertime.
Yeah, so other people can experience. Although
just because there's so much to do. So I can't really see them doing more than one.
Yeah.
But after it's September to the end of the year, it's all taken up by Halloween and Christmas.
Well, August now starts Halloween Horror Nights.
Very true. So there's only really a couple of months you can do this. So they can only do it once a year. But next year, the 5 fandoms you hope are
Jurassic Park.
Love
that. Universal Monsters.
Really
fun. Like we love that. What Ghostbusters, right?
Ghostbusters. And they can have Back to the Future again.
You gotta have that.
That's 4. And bring back
six fandoms. Bring back Star Trek. Star Trek was big. There was one they had 6 fandoms this time.
Oh, okay. Then the next one, I
don't remember what was suggested. What would you guys bring? That's like Jaws.
Jaws. Oh, yeah.
Well,
but they're already having a Jaws thing this summer. They're bringing out some characters.
James is reminding us the projection show on the Hogwarts Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I guess Harry Potter will be the 6th one. Got to bring that back.
Absolutely.
Do a little more to it.
Yeah. Jeff, the manga stuff. Yeah, if you're not into it, we weren't into it.
No.
Yeah. Fast and Furious, says Caitlin. I mean, they already have Fast and Furious everywhere.
You know what? They may do that just because they have that new roller coaster. They really want to hype it. So I'm sure next year there will be a Fast and Furious element to this fan fest.
It would be fun if they had the characters to interact with. Like, driver, move that vehicle.
All about family. You're a family.
We can get those mannerisms down.
We'll have, Smokey and the Bandit, and we'll cross that off with the Smokey and the Bandit and Fast and Furious.
There you go. That's funny.
Yeah, those fast cars. One's a Trans Am and one's... I've never seen those Fast and Furious movies. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, well, should we do?
Yes, we should. All right, everyone.
All right.
That is our Fan Fest report number 2. And like we always promise, we are going to end the show with some trivia. So, see now. All right, Jeff, we need you on the planning committee. Do a $6 million man and $6 million woman. You got Steve and Jamie Summers. Steve Austin and Jamie Summers.
Who?
Never mind. Never mind.
All right, you guys ready for some trivia?
All right. So, like we were saying earlier, this Sunday, we're going to do a pop culture. And one of the big things there fandoms will be Superman.
Mhm.
So I thought, let's do a Superman trivia category. And this is our way to workshop it with you all.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so what are we doing? Are we gonna read the?
I'm going to read the questions and read the A, B, C, or D answers.
Okay, so do they just have to type in A, B, C, or D?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeff,
All right.
Jeff is saying CCR. CCR.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So just so to avoid any typo confusion, we'll just do A, B, or C, or D.
Okay. All right.
All right. Number 1. To defeat an alien invasion of Earth, Superman is required to fight this heavyweight boxing champion in a 1978 Treasury one-shot comic. Who is it? Who is this heavyweight boxing champion? A, is it Sugar Ray Leonard? B, is it Muhammad Ali? C, Mike Tyson? D, Leon Spinks?
Again, to defeat an alien invasion of Earth. Okay, never mind.
So
Everybody
we're gonna
knows.
start off with it with an easy one.
Yes, James got it first, I think.
Yeah, James comes in first with Muhammad Ali, followed by
Glenn.
everyone else.
Yes.
Caitlin thought it was Mike Tyson, but not in 1978.
Ah, okay. Wow. Everyone got it. Caitlin. Yeah, Dad says B. Oh, excuse me. Mom says A. Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't even know who that is.
Who, Muhammad Ali?
No, Sugar Ray Leonard.
He was a boxing championship heavyweight.
Cool. So this is all in a comic?
Yeah, and a one-shot comic. Now in the comic, Superman loses his strength,
Uh-huh.
which is why now it's a fair fight.
Okay.
So now they face off to see who the strongest man in the world is.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, number 2.
Smallville ran for 10 seasons from 2002 to 2011 on the WB, then the CW network. Over 10 seasons, the series averaged about 4.34 million viewers per episode. How many episodes are there in all 10 seasons? Is it A, 258, B, 220, C, 217, D, 312? Once again, how many episodes are there?
No, read the whole thing.
All 10 seasons
No,
of Smallville.
Smallville ran for 10 seasons from 2002 to 2011 on the WB and CW network. Over 10 seasons, the series averaged about 4.34 million viewers per episode. How many episodes are there in all 10 seasons? Is it A, 258, B, 220, C, 217, or D, 312 episodes?
All right, this is where I have to put in a next question because I don't know if Jeff is saying it to this one or if Caitlin got
I
it.
think Jeff is saying B, 220.
Okay, Caitlin is B. Julie is B. Glenn is B. 220. Maria is 258. Mom is 312. And Dad got it right.
Is the winner of this
C.
round. There were 217 episodes in all 10 seasons
Mhm.
of Smallville.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Mom did not like that question.
After that first softball, I gotta throw in a hard one. All right, Sarah.
1.21 gigawatts. Okay, now you're just punchy. All right, I'm gonna put in question 3. I'm gonna put this in just so we know what it is. Okay.
good
All
deal.
right, you ready?
Yep. All right. Kristen Crook portrays Lana Lang in Smallville, but who portrayed her in Superman 3? Was it A, Annette O'Toole, B, Margot Kidder, C, Helen Slater, or D, Emily Proctor?
Once again, Kristen Crook portrays Lana Lang in Smallville. Who portrayed Lana Lang in Superman 3? Is it A, Annette O'Toole, B, Margot Kidder, C, Helen Slater, or D, Emily Proctor?
I would be very disappointed if Kenny Crayley did not come up with the answer. So, Kenny, this is like your category
It
here.
is.
So, in Superman 3, the one in 1983 with Richard Pryor, Annette O'Toole played Lana Lang, Lois Lane's cousin.
Yeah, nice. Very good.
Yes.
Let's see. Did anybody else get that? Everyone's guessing. Maria guessed A. Oh, and so James just wrote the name out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're of this era and you know the movies, and when you saw Smallville, it's like, wait a minute, did Kristen Crook plays Lana Lang? I know that name. She was in Superman 3. Because when Margot Kidder for the third film said, hey, these films are doing really well. I want more money.
Oh.
The producer said, Annette O'Toole, come on in.
Oh,
It's your turn. That's
no.
why in the beginning of the film, Lois Lane comes in and says, hey, I'm going to Aruba. And shows everyone her little bikini and takes off.
Oh.
And Superman now has a new love interest.
Whoops.
Or Clark Kent.
Whoops.
And they go to Smallville.
Oh.
Where he meets up with Lana Lang.
This is Superman 3?
Superman 3, yes. Do you need to see this movie? No. Not
Okay.
whatsoever. Okay.
All right, hold on. Question 4. Okay. Okay, bye, Lois. Oh, okay. All right, question 4. To stop a world domination destruction plot, Superman teams up with which Marvel hero in this 1976 one-shot comic? Is it A, Captain America, B, Howard the Duck, C, Hulk, or D, Spider-Man? Once again, to stop a world domination destruction plot, Superman teams up with which Marvel hero in this 1976 one-shot comic? A, Captain America, B, Howard the Duck, C, Hulk, or D, Spider-Man? All right, we've got Maria's. Oh, okay, so James, I think James got it with Spider-Man, but he's not listening to the rules, James. You're supposed to do the letter grade. I might have missed this comment, but it is Spider-Man. Don also didn't listen to the rules, but Julie did. So you know what? Julie gets it. I'm just
Yeah, that's like
Glenn.
the one and only time you'll ever see a comic with a Marvel and a DC character.
That's amazing, actually.
That's an amazing Spider-Man
I kind
comic.
of want to read this comic that DC and Marvel actually did they collaborate?
Yeah,
I guess to
yeah.
make this comic.
Yeah.
This is like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Well,
With the
all the characters.
Disney and Warner Brother
Yeah.
cartoons.
My goodness.
Yeah, I wish they did more, but this is back then. It's like the rights, just we'll split it 50-50. Contract? Why? All right, number 5. Sarah?
What was the name of the episode that debuted the live-action Superman in the 1948 film serial? What was the name of the episode?
So right after, okay, go ahead.
Oh, is it A, Superman versus Easy Reader, B, Superman Comes to Earth, C, Quest for Peace, or D, The Birth of Superman? Once again, what was the name of the episode that debuted the live-action Superman in the 1948 film serial?
Yeah, this is right after the comic did really well and the strips did really well. So they thought, hey, let's spin this off to a film serial, the black and white film serial.
Wow.
And
Wasn't there a 1930s cartoon?
it was
Am I
like
not thinking?
60s.
Or is that 50s? Okay.
60s,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And then came the George Reeve primetime show.
Okay. All right, Caitlin coming in with B. She was the first to answer, and B is correct. Dad, did you know that? He might have known that, actually.
Superman Comes to Earth. Now,
Yeah.
did you get it just from the clues that Superman comes to Earth? It's okay, that should be the first one. Or were you people guessing? Because I would have guessed Superman versus Easy Reader. And Easy Reader, that's who Spidey fought in the electric company. Yeah, in those little vignettes.
But that's in the 1970s.
Yes.
So I thought you were, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, that was one of those ones that if you know, you know.
Okay.
And Quest for Peace is the name of Superman 4.
Okay. Okay.
And the birth
it
of
was a-
Superman is, I got no idea.
That was a
The
good
electric
guess.
company.
That's correct. Yay. Okay, everyone was guessing. All right. So if you guessed B, that is correct. Superman Comes to Earth.
Yes. And Don's saying you forgot the Hulk Batman crossover.
Oh.
When was
What's
that?
that? Let us know, Don. Oh my gosh.
Huh. And your dad says a good guess. Jeff says going to guess that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a little digging around. I didn't dig as far as I should have, but I didn't think there was any other crossovers.
Early 80s.
Early
Okay.
80s. Okay.
Okay. Sounded like the answer process of elimination. Okay. Is that all the questions right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was a short one. Oh, 1981.
Oh.
Okay, thank you, Don. All right. So what do we think of that category, the Superman category? I know it's very specific.
Right. And I know a lot of us here are more Star Wars fans, but we know one Superman fan is in the chat. So
yeah, Ken Crayley, this is you're like few and far between in joining us. So this is a good time for you to join in on things we want to share. Now, did you put that in the coming up on or the promo for tonight's show?
What are you talking
Superman?
about? I did not. No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Then
why is there new comments not coming? There we go.
Ken,
that was fun. Okay, so
awesome category.
All right, so some was hard, obscure. I'm wondering though, this crowd will know it more. The crowd that we're going.
Yeah.
Like this is not going to be a category we're going to keep in rotation. We're going to do special categories for certain conventions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one here, they're a Superman crowd.
Okay. All right. So Glenn is saying that there's too many of these questions are too old.
Well,
so
Star Wars came out and Empire came out before you were born, but you know about it.
Episode counts are hard. Got to do some math for that one.
Yeah. But I think through the multiple choice,
you
can deduce what the answer is.
Right.
And then if you don't know it, then guess what? You get to learn it. All right. Well, you know what? Maria says awesome category. So there you have it.
Awesome.
All right. So when we come back next week, we'll get to tell you the report about the pop culture and Star Wars trivia panel we were doing at Comic-Con Revolution.
Which will happen the day before that.
Yes.
Yay.
So that's why we're going to come in with the report.
I love it.
Good.
I get it. We're getting punchy now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, Glenn saying you throw a Superman and Lois question in there. I didn't do that just because there's not really a whole big contingency of Lois and Clark signings at
Superman
Comic-Con.
and Lois is now a new series.
Oh, is that the
No, it's not Lois and Clark.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a new series with
Okay.
It's a spin-off from the DC or those shows, the DC shows.
Oh, the Arrowverse?
Yeah, it's a spin-off from
Okay, because when I looked at the Comic-Con Revolution rundown for the autographs, everyone was pretty much from Smallville, and it was Brandon Routh, and then some of the older artists, which is why we have some of the older questions in there. So I designed this around the convention guests.
Okay.
But you know what? I
didn't remember that the artists are also there. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But what is it? Lois and Clark? Superman and Lois.
Superman and Lois. Yes, that's a new series.
You know what? I will put that one in there and call it. This is the bonus Glenn Stein question.
Nice. That's like on my list, but to watch. It's like on a watch list somewhere, but all those are being buried by other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining us and once again giving us your critiques of our category.
Yeah.
And we will come back next week with a report on Comic-Con Revolution.
Yes, but wait. I just want to double check our schedule for next week. Yeah. All free and clear. Okay, everyone.
And and then we can also roll in. Oh, you know what we can also do is roll in some Andor reactions and critiques because it'll be right after Andor has released its final arc. So we'll do a Comic-Con Revolution and Andor show next week.
Okay.
Sound good, everyone?
Sounds good.
That is for next week on Things We Want to Share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share.